Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crypto Talk with XT. I am your host, Nisa, and today we're diving into the Kaspa ecosystem. To help us explore this topic, we have an incredible project on Kaspa, KONAN, and we have Dolla, the creator of KONAN. Join us, and to kick off, could you introduce yourself and your team?
Hello, my name is ToppDolla. I'm the creator and dev of Conan of Kaspa on the KRC-20 Kaspa block deck. From New York City, born and raised. I'm Puerto Rican and Italian. I pretty much doxed myself throughout the whole process of me creating this project to, be transparent and just give my investors and my team more confidence in the project and who I am.
Thank you. Since Kaspa is our topic today, and we know that Kaspa has been gaining attention as a fast and scalable blockchain. So could you let us know why did you choose Kaspa for your meme coin, and what makes Kaspa stand out?
Well, what initially brought me to Caspa, right, was just the technology of Caspa. So before the KRC-20 ecosystem came out, I was an initial investor into Caspa. Like I said, the technology of it, right? It's a superior Bitcoin. So it just came out 3 years ago. It's fairly new compared to other cryptos. And just the transaction speed, the scalability is also mineable. The fees are like minimum compared to like other chains. Casper is just like awesome. Like it's just the technology and the team behind it is phenomenal. And then I heard about KRC-20s. So when KRC-20 had launched, I started off as an initial investor in Nacho and Casper, the ghost, and the Caspi, the cat, the three-legged cat. Shout out to all those projects; they're amazing, and that's what kind of influenced me to make Conan because I just seen the space that they created, the teams that were working behind it. I love the energy and the vibes that they offered, right? And I made a lot of money with them as well. Like I said, I started off as an investor, but then I wanted to make something that would be just as meaningful, but something that they needed, right? Like a dog. They had two cats, a ghost, doing very well, but they was missing like a doge. So that's why I came up with Conan of Caspa. And the only reason why I wanted to do it on the KRC-20 ecosystem is because this the 100% fair launched aspect, right? So it gives everybody the equal opportunity to get in the project when it first starts. There's no like VCs or pre-allocated tokens. It's like fully transparent. The KRC-20 ecosystem also adapted. They've seen the problems with like Solana. Like for example, I launched Conan of Caspa on Solana, right? They see that project doing good, then you're going to see like 20 Conan of Caspas right after that, right? And the KRC and the KRC-20 ecosystem, you can't do that. Once one ticker is already used, it cannot be used again. So they probably have to spell it a different way or try to like trick people, but it's like it just helps a lot of confusion, right? Because when new investors come into the ecosystem, they're looking for Conan, and thank God, 30 of them are not popping up, right? It's just one Conan. So shout out to the Casplex team and KRC, trying to like fix the issues that other chains kind of had that kind of like made it like, like more of a risk and a gamble when you're like investing in like Solana or anything like that. Like when you invest in like everything is a risk, right? When you're investing in cryptocurrency, but the risk is like very small when you were like in the KRC-20 ecosystem due to the fact that these are real fair launch projects with communities behind them that push them, that is fair launched. And it's just like after you invest in like KRC-20, you never really want to like go into like anything that has a chance of like pump and dumping and stuff like that, right? Like so, yeah, KRC-20 is like so superior, and so like Caspa is superior, but the way they made the KRC-20s is like it just helps the investors not to lose like money through scams or just even though there's always gonna be scams, right? It's so sad, but it just takes down the chances of it, right? So that's why I chose the Catplex, and that's why I chose KRC-20. Just the fair launch aspect. The communities is real communities. You could join each of these projects. Telegram chat, they have a community in there, and they're going hard and they're working hard, and it's just a very beautiful thing to be a part of. Especially with it being like the beginning, we all know that we're the front runners. We all know that we're pioneers. In 2 years, KRC-20 is gonna be way bigger, and we're gonna be like the first ones to ever have done it. You know what I mean? So it's been fun. It's been a learning experience, and just super excited for what's to come this upcoming 2025 bull cycle.
Let's dive deeper into your project. What makes your meme coin unique? You just mentioned fair lunch. Are there any other features or innovations that you're proud of?
Well, yeah, well, Conan is based on a real military dog that was honored by Donald Trump a couple years back for the missions that he did, right? So he completed over 50 missions, and he also killed like the ISIS leader. That was like his biggest like thing. So the whole world knows him for like being a hero, right? And being courageous and just being for the team. So that's where it just starts. Like I could be here all day explaining how many narratives, you know what I mean about Conan, because Conan is just such a special project. Like we just took it, and then like one thing we want to do is, and one thing we have been doing is spreading the message of world peace, right? So Conan is not just a hero, because Conan is a hero. Like he's known as a U.S. hero, right? But Conan of Caspa is known as the hero of the world, right? Because Caspa belongs to the world and nobody at the same time. So everybody sees Conan in their own different way, and that's what I love about the project. But it's all about using the platform and using like our community to promote the world peace, right? That's a huge thing to me. And this part, like in my like this is just me personally. That's just why I made this whole thing about that, right? Because the war, it just breaks my heart, to watch these things, and it's just very sad. And I feel like nobody has a real big platform or a voice that really preaches or tries to promote or like just advocate for world peace, right? World peace, financial stability, and unity, right? So those are the big three things that Conan that he represents. So when you're a holder in Conan, you're not also advocating that you advocate for cryptocurrency, but you're also advocating for world peace, unity, financial stability. Exactly what the world needs in my eyes. You know what I mean? We all need world peace. I feel like everybody should be financially stable. Nobody should be struggling, living check to check, or hungry or being homeless. You know what I mean? So that's why I try to take Conan and I try to spread that message. And I feel like there's no other crypto project in the space that offers that or even tries to give that, right? They're all about memes and having fun. And, Conan does that too, but it's more of a like serious, like it's not just a meme coin, more like a people's coin, right? We're for the people. And that's what the project is about. It's about just bringing the people together from all around the world to work together and make something special. I'm very convicted in them. I see Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. These coins are just regular dog coins. They don't have such a strong message or narrative as Conan does, right? So that's why I feel like in the long run, as Casper goes on his bull run and it gets his recognition, right, it's extremely undervalued right now without a tier one, right? We just got on Kraken for the first time. Congratulations to Casper, our first tier one, but there's many more steps to come. But as Casper grows and goes on a parabolic bull run, as we expect because of the technology, right? The technology is just so superior that it just makes sense that Casper will be one of the top 10 or top 5 in the next coming years in the bull run. So as they go up, I feel like we'll be right behind Dogecoin and right behind Shiba Inu, but with an actual positive message, right? With an actual meaning, you know what I mean? Like, because like I said, like these coins hit 60 billion, and like Dogecoin hit like 60 bill. Who's to say a coin that represents the people, that is a dog, that is a real life dog, that's known nationally, worldwide for being a hero that represents world peace, financial stability, cannot hit those numbers as well in the future, right? So that's why that's how, like my that's how I'm really convicted. I'm very dedicated, very passionate about this project, and I know how much like value it really truly brings, right? Because like for example we're built on the Casper chain, so our transactions are like fast, right? With Dogecoin or like SHIB, those are built like on a Bitcoin and Ethereum chain, so those like it takes a while, like it's just all outdated, right? So we're like the new dog, or like we're like the future dog of cryptocurrency payments underneath the Casper block tag. So that's what that is. It's like so huge. I guess it's like so many different narratives that Conan does. It's like, that's why I love the project. I could just never get bored. It just offers so much.
As we're talking about meme coin, then we have to discuss this. That niggas often say that meme coins are all hype and no substance. How do you respond to this?
Some of them, like, some of them do, some of them are all hype, but then some of them actually do have like a genuine creator and developer and crazy community and team that actually pushes it, right? And creates that hype. And it's not just hype, right? It's actually something going on there that is creating that hype. It's not like they're just trying to create the hype. Like they actually have something genuine and organic and authentic that's going on there that's just creating that buzz and that hype, right? Yeah, you got to be very careful in the crypto space, right? Honestly speaking, I'm not one to FUD anybody. You know what I mean? I'm all about positive vibes. Yeah, you got to be careful. Meme coins are very risky, right? Especially when you go outside the KRC-20 system. Oh my God, you guys could be so high, and then one button, that's something that could never really happen with KRC-20, right? That's why I really love it because it's just like the fair launch aspect and the wallet distributions that just makes it more than just like okay, it's like it's not a gamble, right? Because when you're on Solana, that's like gambling. You know what I mean? Or when you're on any other chain, really, it's really like gambling. But when you actually invest in these projects that just come out, it's like it takes like the gambling aspect out, and it's like all right, these meme coins are investments, right? They're like good investments, so. But yeah, meme coins. I feel like some are like some can be overhyped, right? I done seen projects with just straight KOLs, right? Like just straight KOLs. I'm like, I try to stay away from KOLs. I want my project and community to like grow from like just organic, right? Just the organic and the authentic aspect. If somebody wants to come and like interview us or work with us, you know what I mean? That we're all for it, right? But we're not trying to be like trying to get all these KOLs to like overhype something. Like I've seen that before, right? And I feel like that it could work for projects, to overhype it and everything. But sometimes you got real people like me that just see through that stuff, and we're just like, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't sit really well, especially when you have something like really powerful and organic going on. You kind of take pride in not having to like do shady stuff like hiring 100 KOLs. You know what I mean? Like everybody that's been a part of Conan has been here since whenever they got here, but because they're genuinely here, right? Because they support the project, they love the project, they're invested. So whatever they do, whether it's artwork, songs, whatever it is, I never asked them to do it. They do it on their own because they just genuinely love the project. So that's why I'm very appreciative of that too because I know that's not very easy, and it's not like like I'm very lucky and I'm blessed. You know what I mean? To even have such a powerful team, a community, my project. Like it's been like I know I'm lucky. You know what I mean? So it's not like as easy as it sounds, but yeah, we've been very blessed to not have to like overhype anything, and everything just happened like organically, and everybody's just doing what they can do, as a team. So yeah.
So, we can looking ahead. Where do you see meme coin and Kaspa heading in the next few years?
Honestly speaking, like there's so many amazing projects, so many amazing projects. I feel like they're all gonna do well, right? I feel like Casper meme coins will be like competing with the top meme coins pretty soon. Pretty soon, I really believe that. I honestly believe that. It's just like just because of the determination, the team behind these projects, the communities, right? They're diehard, right? So it's just the beginning, and I really feel like as if like Nacho, Casper the Ghost, Kango, Conan, like all of us, like a lot of little, bro. So I see a lot of projects popping up, but I feel like those projects right there, Caspi, are all going to be hundreds of millions of dollars, like without a question. Honestly speaking, especially like when Casper goes mainstream, more mainstream, because you got to understand, like right now it's still like the world still doesn't even know about Casper much, right? Like people are just finding out about it. So I feel like as we just go more mainstream into the bull run, yeah, it's going to be parabolic, and we're for sure going to be competing with the top dogs and cats and Pepe one day. You know what I mean? For sure, for sure. Like there's no question about that.
Back to Conan, talking about a lot about world peace. So, do you have any plans to connect your meme coin to real world use
Yeah.
cases too?
For sure. Like when it comes to like X and stuff, I always try to like go with what's going on, right? Whether it's like Gary Gensler getting kicked out or if anything goes that's going on in the world, I try to feed like not feed off of it, but like for example, when we was going through like the hurricane in New York in that North Carolina, right? Like I was making posts about them or when we was going through a war. we was making like peace posts, and but we want to keep on extending that. Like, so at the moment, I'm in the middle of talking to a designer. I'm in the middle of like a real like, come on, this is some like high brand stuff, right? So I'm trying to make some Konan merch, and then with that merch, I'm going to be taking a percentage of that and be giving back to charities, like giving service dogs to veterans in need. And I want to do more like with the like giving back to the world, right? Like, that's one thing that I always try to do with Conan, whether it's like giving airdrops to the community and stuff. Like, I always try to give back, right? I always try to like just give back, and I always want to just I don't really have we don't have much, right? Like, like we might be doing really well, but this is nothing to what's to come, right? So, but we try to do what we can do with the little that we do have, so we could try to help out and just spread awareness. We always talk about world peace. Like, every day I try to like post about one thing about world peace, and how like important it is for us to be like united and work together. So it's just like, as I go, like, I feel like Conan is just gonna he's just gonna be that peace token, right? Like the people's token. Like, there's just so many different narratives when it comes to Conan. It's just too powerful, right? Like, it really is, and I could really see it being like a world reserve currency one day, just because of the message it promotes. There's nothing else that promotes this message, right? So let's just say if like nations start adopting Conan, right? They're just basically saying that they advocate for world peace and unity and financial stability. Now, who doesn't really want to stand behind that, right? I feel like if anybody really goes against that, it's kind of evil. Like, why don't you want world peace? Why don't you want financial stability for people? Why don't you want unity? So I feel like any corporation or company that actually stands behind Conan and actually holds Conan, that just shows that, all right, not only do they represent and advocate for crypto, right, but they also want world peace, and they also preach for unity and financial stability. So the message is so powerful, you know what I mean? And as we keep going, it's only going to keep spreading. It's only going to keep getting bigger, and we're going to keep doing whatever we can do in our power to keep spreading the message and just trying to help the world, right? Whatever way we can, right? Because I'm from America. I'm from New York City. Most of like our investors, they've been from all over the world, right? Because Caspa isn't really known in America. The most of the people that I done helped, coming from 160K market cap to 7 million, 6 million, 22 million, you know, have changed their life, right? And I love that. Like, so many people have reached out to me, like, "Yo, thank you so much for creating this project. Like, you really helped me. You changed my life. Like, you saved me." And I never would expect that, right? Like, I don't know what's going on with people's lives. I'm just trying to work hard, and I'm trying to just do the best project I could create. And when people like message me and tell me things like that, it just makes me go harder, and then makes me realize like how important this project is, and how like impactful it already is. You know what I mean? Like, even though we're just getting started, we have impacted so many people's lives already in a positive way. And I just look forward to keep helping people. I want to keep giving back, and I want to keep. My thing is, I want to take people out of poverty, right? Like, cause that's what I know, right? I'm from New York City, yes, but I was raised in like the projects of New York City. So I didn't really have like a great life. You know what I mean? So if I could have the opportunity to help like masses of people like change their life, and help them become financially stable, like, that's something I love. Like, I just take passion in it. I don't know what satisfaction I really get from it. Like, it just makes me happy. You know what I mean? Just to know, like, okay, like, like I'm helping people, like, and not just like little bit, life changing. You know what I mean? Like, life changing. And I wish I could help the whole world. If I could just teach the whole world how to like set up a Casper wallet so they can mine this project when I launch it, and then they could just be like, "Yo, let us sit and let it grow." You know what I mean? Let us work and do whatever we have to do. Just, you know what I mean? If I could get the whole world just to, like, mine this one project, like, I promise you, like, we could literally take the world out of poverty. But yeah, Conan is so like so powerful, and I'm extremely passionate about it. I love the project, the community behind it, the team that because we came in this game with nothing, right? When I started the project, I had nobody. Like, I just had the idea, I launched it. I didn't have no team, nothing. And everybody just came together and created all this, right? So that's what the most like special part about it is, right? Like, so many people come together to create a business and then fail, right? A lot of times. Like, people that actually know each other, right? Like, I don't know any of these people. Like, people just came from all around the world. Like, hey, I could do this and I could offer this, and I'm willing to like sacrifice 10% of my bag for a marketing team. And people were just so willing to like get this project going and making it what it is. That's why I just can't stop. You know what I mean? Just like it's like now it's just cemented, it's permanent, and I just got to keep on going, and I just got to keep pushing hard and doing whatever I have to do to further the project, the community, for the better. So that's what I'm on right now. That's all I be doing. It's working, 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 trying to make sure that we're taking the next right step and doing everything healthy.
Amazing, very impressive. And before the ending, I have a fun question that is, if you could describe your meme coin in one word, what would it be and why?
One word. That's gonna be a tough one. One word for Conan. Oh man, what? I would have to say
Love?
love. Yeah, I mean love. But what really explains it, right? But like Conan is so rare, right? Like what we have is extremely rare. So I would say rare because like I said, people in real life that know each other come together to make a business, and most of the time it don't work, right? What we have is so rare. Like I literally started this project with nobody, right? I just had the idea, I launched it, I made a little Twitter page. The people that I don't even know, right? I trust these people with tens and thousands of dollars. Like I don't even know these people. I don't trust people. You know what I mean? It's just so rare. You know what I mean? What we have is so rare, so beautiful and unique. Like honestly speaking, like yeah, bro, I could literally be here all day, Nisa. Honestly speaking, seriously, seriously, like, oh my God, this is why like, these bonds I created with these people. This is seriously, it's really a beautiful thing, and I cherish it. You know what I mean? I don't take things like this lightly. But yeah, what we have is extremely rare. Like, just not the narrative and the project and it being on cast, but just like the community, like well, how hard they go, you know what I mean, how much they sacrifice, they sacrifice so much money, and being selfless to help us, accomplish all the things that we have accomplished. It's just a bruh, that's all I can say. It's rare, this is like once in a lifetime type of thing, you know what I mean. That's how the opportunity is, just really once in a lifetime.
So rare is the word.
Yeah,
And
rare.
and the last question for today is for the newcomers to Kaspa or even crypto. What
Okay.
resources or advice would you recommend to understand KRC-20 tokens or the whole ecosystem better?
Well, first off, you can start off by going to our Explorer pages. So you could go to KAS dot FYI, and then you can see our Explorer pages. So you can see like all the meme coins, our volumes and our market caps and stuff. You can also go to CatScan dot XYZ, and you can also look at the projects and wallet holders through there and see the percentages. You want to do your own due diligence. You want to go to these, Conan's X page. If you're looking for any information, X page is the first place you want to go. You want to be very careful and beware of scammers. There are a lot of fake groups of Conan of Casper, right? So when you're looking for Conan, please just go to our official X page and click the link tree, and all of our links are in there. Whether you want to go to the Discord, Telegram, even our exchanges. Like you could just click there and it'll take you straight to the exchanges to buy Conan. Yeah, it's just like any other project, right? Just do your own due diligence. Go into these communities, go check it out, go check these people out, go talk to them, get a feel for it. All these projects in the KRC-20 ecosystem, there's a lot of projects with huge potential, just not Conan. Like we have leaders like Nacho, and then we got Kango coming out of nowhere, going crazy. And like I'm so proud of the work, the progress that they have done in such a short time. But yeah, it's really transparent. You guys could just, like I said, just go to those two block explorers, and you can look up, do your own research on all these projects, see what's going on with communities in the Telegram. Go to all their X pages and make sure you get into their Telegram group, guys, because like lately we've been dealing with like a lot of scams and a lot of like impersonators. Because they see what we have is special. So clearly, whenever like there's money somewhere, right? There's always gonna be like scams, and there's always gonna be like a bootleg version or whatever, trying to like squeeze their way in, right? Because that's how you know we have something real and special when people go to the extent of doing such things as that. So, but yeah, just please be very careful, beware, and just do your own research. You know what I mean? Just search up Conan the Casper on the X, and it's gonna pop up. Honestly, you can search it up on Google now, and it just pops up all the time now. Like it's crazy. Like it's really on YouTube and everything. It's just yeah, but just do your own research. Most of these projects are 100% fair launch. You know what I mean? You can see which ones are not. It's very transparent on the cast.fi page and cat scan. It's very transparent. Yeah, for the newcomers, once you come here, you're not gonna want to go back to like Solana or like Ethereum fees or like any of that stuff, right? Like KRC-20 has solved the trilemma, right? So they solved that problem, and right now we're only at 1 BPS. Quarter 1 of next year, we should be at 10, and then they're trying to go 100 blocks per second in the future. Like we're already the fastest chain at 1 BPS. So imagine 10 BPS and 100 BPS, right? So like yeah, once you come into Caspo, the fair launch aspect and the communities, you never really want to deal with anything less than that, right? You just get accustomed to like the new, like you know what I mean? Because I can understand people who just know Solana, right? That's all you know. You know what's happening. You might get rugged. Whatever. But when you come over here, you don't really experience. I have experienced no rugs or nothing like that. You know what I mean? And it's just a whole different ball game. It takes risk out of it more, and it becomes more of like a mid to long term play rather than it's just like, oh, I'm in and out like Solana or like Ethereum, like with their fees. Those are killer. Like just to even do like one transaction in Ethereum is like $15 at a time. You know what I mean? When you're paying like cents and pennies and you're moving lightning fast, it's like why would you want to go anywhere else? Why would you go over here to wait 20 minutes for a transaction and pay $20 when I could just pay 7 cents over here and it'd be instant? Casper is so superior. KRC-20 is superior. Just very undervalued right now because a lot of people don't know about it and they're unaware. But as as we keep on going, we'll gain more traction, more eyes, more investors, and it'll be a snowball effect. That's all that's happening. It's a big snowball effect. So it's going to keep on going, and I'm very excited for what's to come. Like I said, I believe Kaspa KRC-20 is going to be, toe to toe one day, with the biggest meme coins. I'm just very excited, and I know this is just the beginning. I want to thank you so much, Nisa, for hosting this space. Thank you so much for having me and having a conversation with me. I really appreciate it. You've been a doll, seriously, and I look forward to the next time we speak.
Amazing. And that wraps up our discussion. Thank you so much for joining us and share your insight. I believe everyone who listened to this episode will feel your passion. And where can they trade Conan token? Come.
Man. Of course, XT. Like I said before, all of our links are inside of our link tree. For sure, XT.com. They were the first centralized exchange to list us. Huge move for us, and we're forever grateful and appreciative of them. They're still here working for us, and they're still trying to help us spread the message, and I really appreciate that so much. XT has been amazing. But yeah, we're on like 5 different centralized exchanges, and we're aiming for 2 other ones at the moment. We're aiming for 2 big ones, big tier 2, and then we've been talking to a tier 1. Like they've been watching us for like 2 weeks now. They just, you know what I mean? So big things ahead. I'm very excited, but you can definitely find us on xt.com for sure. Go. You guys are, yo, I love XT. Seriously, guys, you guys are like amazing. I've been dealing with a lot of exchanges. And XT definitely like one of my favorites, if not my favorite. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And for our listeners, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Let us know in the comments or on social media what you think about meme coins on Kaspa and about Conan. Are they hype? Are they the next big thing? And what's your thought of their value of these? Thank you for tuning in, and we see you next time.
Thank you so much, Nisa. Bye, everybody.